Welcome to the channel, guys. Now we have a very interesting test today. We're gonna test a stock competition truck versus a upgraded trail truck. We have the Axial Coyote going up against the Yikong YK4107. Now I don't want to spoil this video for you, but I have to say this Axial right out the box is truly excellent. I'm not gonna do too much talking in this video, but just watch for yourself just how good this truck is. No upgrades whatsoever, bone stock right out the box. Excellent performer. For this section of the course, I want you to pay close attention to the traction that's available from these stock tires. I've said it before in my review of this truck, the tires on this truck are very good. In addition to that, this truck is on the narrow side, which helps it with maneuverability. I want you to pay close attention to that as well when the Yikong goes to make this climb. This indoor crawler course is like paradise for rock crawlers. Leave a comment below with your thoughts. Alright, so the Axial did pretty well through that section. Let's go ahead and compare the Yikong. This is a trail truck, so I'm not expecting too much. The first things I'm noticing is that servo saver on the steering does hamper the performance a little bit. I have upgraded the steering servo, however, you're not able to take full advantage of that extra power. Nonetheless, it does pretty good. Let's watch and see what happens here. Now this truck is pretty wide, however it does have some cool tools in its arsenal, so I'm taking a moment here to engage the tank turn function. Helps out quite a lot with the turning circle. So we're going to make our way through this tunnel and then we're going to go over that bridge to see how it compares to the Axial. This truck has good traction and stability, however it is super wide, so you have to pay close attention to what you're doing so you don't fall off this bridge. Nonetheless, it gets the job done, so onwards to the next obstacles. I have to say, this Yikong may only be a trail truck, but it handled itself pretty well through that rock pit. It had good traction and control, those Endura shocks had nice articulation as well, and the bumpers are big, but they didn't hold us back too much. Now the next thing that I love about this truck is the power. Look at the speed in second gear. Awesome stuff here. Now let's transition back to the Coyote to see how it handles this section. You're gonna hear my little helper in the background here. He was having some fun with the mini crawlers. I have a ton of broken parts to fix because he doesn't care how hard he pushes the trucks, he just wants to go. But nonetheless, this Axial is doing pretty well. It has great clearance, great traction, and control, even though it's just a brush system. Now let's work our way through this bridge here, where we're gonna get to my favorite part of this video. It's a zip line for trucks. I had so much fun doing this section. Let's watch and see. This Axial has handled the course pretty well so far, but it's not without its flaws. This truck sits pretty high, which affects that center of gravity, so as a result, it topples over if you get too steep on the inclines, but nonetheless, it is going to redeem itself through this section. Take a look at just how well it handles this climb as well as the zip line that's coming up. This is my favorite section of the video. I did this with one try. Amazed just how well this truck handled this zip line. So take a look here. Made that look easy, didn't it? Well, you're gonna see just how tricky that challenge was when the Yikong makes its attempt. This section really highlights a few problems this truck has. First off, with that off-camber descent, having a brushless system would make that crawl a lot smoother, so I'm going to investigate that. Now this section here, having a bit more forward bias weight or less weight up top would help this climb a lot better. Nonetheless, it does get the job done eventually, so we're going to transition after it completes it to the Yikong to see how it handles this section as well. This Yikong is at least 2 inches wider than that Coyote, so it makes this zipline a lot more tricky. I gave the Yikong a couple attempts here, but it wasn't able to make that zip line. But I'm not mad at it. Remember guys, this is a trail truck, and I have to say it handled itself pretty well. The positives with this truck is it's very stable, even though it's a negative as well, being that it's so wide. Great traction, great articulation, excellent power as well. The truck looks awesome, and it handles its own on this crawler course. So it's a great truck overall. I highly recommend it. I've been loving it so far. Look how it handles this rock pit here. It's a great truck. As for the Axial, I'm impressed with it as well. For a box stock truck, it has great traction, great clearance from those portal axles, good power from that 3S system. It doesn't have a lot of functions, so I'm looking to get something like the big function. I think that would help quite a lot. I think an overdrive setup would help this truck as well, and I may revise the suspension, but overall it's a great truck. Love the way it looks, love the way it handles as well, and I'm impressed. If you've made it this far into the video, you should get subscribed. I love rock crawlers, but I also love the wonderful world of RC. So that's bashers, boats, helicopters, drones, you name it. I do a ton of unboxings. I do a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool adventures. So if you're into that kind of content, get subscribed, hit that bell icon so you don't miss future uploads. Let me know what you thought of this comparison in the comments section. I thought it was pretty cool. That Yikong handled itself pretty well, and for a stock rig, this Axial Coyote is really good. But I'm gonna make some upgrades to this truck, so get subscribed so you don't miss that. It's coming very soon. Also, I have a new truck coming very, very soon, so you don't want to miss it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.